victory, but they are making quite a comeback. Even Pierre-Baptiste Nucci must have a few tingles after that rendition. Beautifully done. And we are all set, ready for kickoff. So then off we go. Bayonne in their usual sky blue and white. Clermont going for the more royal blue away kit this evening. Real battle tonight between the fly halves. Beautifully taken. Alex Newsom, I think that is, in his skull cap, playing outside centre today. Was supposed to be on the bench, which would have brought to an end a long, long run of uninterrupted starts for his two clubs, Rugby's and then Clermont. Over 4 years, well over 4 years. He was going to have the number 22 on his back today, but then all of a sudden, he comes into the side because of Leon Dari-Carrère, who was unable to take his position, away by Camille Lopez. Christophe Urios beginning to get things right now at Clermont. Gregory Patak has been getting them right for a while, bringing up Bayonne from Brody to overperforming last season. A lot of astute buys. Camille Lopez there with the mark, and Marcus Clermont has to back up. First test then. Johan Bergeray in for Falo Fainga today at hooker. Gets the first line out right. Here they come. Thomas Rosier. He was the man who was supposed to be coming in for Alex Newsom today at fullback for the injury crisis inside him. Georgie Belia, the ex-France under-20 international, 24 years old now, in for Etienne Falgou, who is not in the 23 tonight. Now by Bati Joanneau, he comes back into the side tonight as well at scrum half, having been on the bench last week, as was Benjamin Erdipaleta, new half-back combination this evening. Erdipaleta goes high, the former cast legend, inside, and taken quickly the mark, and all of a sudden, Federico Mori decides to get on with it. Back will come from Rosier.
That's good!
Outside the 22 this time, so no mark has been dropped by Terbergen. Terbergen, who scored a try last week in that gripping match against Toulouse. It comes again. In the kicking battle at the moment, looking for territory. And that's out on the full, and there's the mistake. Well, good demonstration of that, of why two teams try that kind of thing. Lopez winning it, not for the first time. Master of the kicking battle. That's got the home crowd going early. Flanker Arthur Turia has stolen 11 opposition lineouts in top 14 this season. Not this one, though.
Yeah, baby. Allez, les gars.
Out by Machino, vastly experienced scrum half, up into the air then by... And it's... Erdipaleta's got it, but there's a knock-on. No, there's a penalty. Deliberate knock-on? It's definitely a penalty. In the end, I heard offside, I think, from the knock-on. See if we can tidy this up. So up it goes there from Lopez. And yes, so it came down, knocked on, and Erdipaleta took it when he was in front of the man who knocked it on, and so therefore it becomes a penalty, as he played it deliberately. So Lopez then with the first chance to go for some points. 130 so far this season. Make that 133. The man who almost led them into the playoffs last season. Gets the host so off to the first scoring start then. Benjamin Erdipaleta, another prolific goal scorer with the kicking tee. Gets us underway again. Good charge by Clermont. Bayonne have done well there to keep that in the ruck. Another good piece of rucking, pushing Bayonne back further. Machino taking his time on the caterpillar ruck and hasn't really hit that very well. And that's a really good result for Clermont. They'll have good ball here, providing they can win the line out. Don't have to worry about Ituria, former player. Back at number 6 today, having been in the second row last weekend. It's the former, there he is, the former Clermont legend, former Clermont captain. Just being asked to wait just a moment. Up it goes, nicely taken there by the blindside flanker, Kylian Tixiron. charge forward by Pierre Fouchac in for George Moala today at inside centre. Joanneau feeds it into the second row forward, Thibaut Lana playing for Thomas Lavanini today, and they're getting closer to the 5-metre line. Oh, it's intercepted! Brilliant interception, Guillaume Martoc. And the attack crumbles to nothing. Camille Lopez can put his left foot through it, doesn't find touch, back it will come again from Rosier. Rosier is flattened. Oh, the ball was out. Joanneau caught dawdling. Picked up by Fritz Lee, the number 8. Kremer charges into Luc Tanguy. Lana again. Clermont man through and through. Over the top from De Paletta. Picked up there by Alvarez Raka. 2 tries last week for him. And it could be another try here. Early on it is, and it's Rosier who'll come through to score the first of them. Playing for Alex Newsom today at fullback. And he gets his first try. Scored in this fixture. Away though, last season. Lovely move, backs and forwards combining, disrupting the line of defence. And after Bayonne scored the first points of the match, the first try has got to Clermont. De Paletta only scored 76 points so far this season, which is quite low for him, really. It's been a while since he scored, and he's done it here. The conversion is good, and Clermont go in front by 7 points to 3. Thanks to only the 5th try that Thomas Rosier has ever scored in top 14. Lovely team effort. Doesn't find touch, but Schubert again has got nowhere really to go. Having caught it right on the touchline there. Forward by Denis Machois, the ex-Clermont. For Clermont captain Arthur Churi, who's moved back out to number 6. Joris Joron. The ball though, back it comes from Iturria. So much a hero for so many years with Clermont before leaving them. Now who led Clermont to the Brennus back in 2017 in his first season with them. It's given away by Marcus Kremer. Camille Lopez looking for the corner, doesn't quite find the 5-metre line. Gets it inside the 22 though. Great hand off there, isolating Bati Joanneau there, Iturria. Vincent Guidicelli with the line-up. Driving ball, not going very far at the moment. Trying to get it going left now. Marcus Kremer trying to disrupt in the middle. Kremer going down in the middle. Bayonne carrying on though, there was no penalty for that. To Bergen, trying to go round Raka, and he managed it, and he gets the offload as well into Bagé. So dangerous when he's got half a yard, Remy Bagé. One of those who scored against Toulouse last weekend. Didn't get the victory they wanted, but it was a terrific game. To Bergen, Raka, that was a great duel. So then, Clermont ball. They've decided to do something different, and Fritz Lee just about manages to keep hold of it. Almost juggled it out of his possession. Ono told to play. Left-footed scrum half. And he finds touch. However, still just about inside the 22. Lovely play this by Bayonne, who scored some great tries last week against the reigning champions, who almost managed to go top of the table earlier today, but for a late little surge by Stade Francais to get the bonus point they needed to stay top. Now the Smurfs are in by the looks of it. Belgium were in operation in the Rugby Europe Championship earlier today. Didn't make it into the semi-finals though, after they beat Portugal in a stunning victory week before last. Clermont start the long, slow process of trying to get back out of their own half. They start by getting out of the 22. However, it's just a little bit of territory that's gained, and they will lose possession unless they can win the next line out against the head. They're using that ball. Alvarati Raka. I wonder if that's the challenge that he did earlier. Was that challenge now? It was, which means it's a Clermont ball, so great result. Thomas Sate, the Bayonne look forward, getting his fingertips to it. However, it makes no difference because Bayonne have won it against the head. Camille Lopez out wide. Long missed pass. Here they come. Martok into contact. No knock on. Busy, busy, busy this from Bayonne. Martok once more. Brought down by Kremer. South African Uzair Kassim picks things up. Then back into Thomas Sate. No way through that way though. Kassim manages to get out of the way of Beria. Marchanot. Lopez has gone behind Bagé though. He loses a little bit of impetus on the attack. Regrouping. Marchanot back with his foot on the ball. Well, suggests that we're heading for a kick for territory. It's not a bad kick. Caught by Rosier again. And has the only try of the match so far. Chouanou beats it out to Rob Simmons, the ex-Australian international lock forward. And who was in the side when the Aussies went all the way to the final in 2015. Might bring up bad memories of what happened in the last one. 15 minutes gone. Bayonne 3, Clermont 7. Crossing. Mistake there by Remy Bordeaux in for Pierre Huget today on the blind side. Quite a few in the side that are new in this season. He's one of them. Coming in from La Rochelle after they won the European Champions Cup for the second year running. I think you can't even call it the European Champions Cup anymore. The Champions Cup. Here's the mistake. A little bit naughty by the flanker. Raka is Still bleeding. But without him, Clermont charging. Fritz Lee is pushed out into touch. Very nicely done to start with. Marcus Kramer going with him, rather Jordan Berry, excuse me, going with him. But, well, he wasn't aware of where the sideline was, and out they went. Nicely done by Ichuria. Kazim, met by a combination of Kremer and Friend. Marshall going digging, trying to find where the ball is. Back it comes to Lopez this time, and he gets rid of it. Up to about the 10-metre line. Nicely done. Kramer takes it at the second attempt from the long lob by Johan Badagaray. Driving ball in operation. The rest of the forwards come piling in. No backs have joined yet. We're not really close enough to the try line. This is a good little push though. Bayonne struggling to stop the gradual caterpillar forward. Still going. Badagaray round to the right-hand side, but it's allowed. There was a loosening of the bind, which is not allowed in a maul, which resulted in a penalty. Marcus Kramer directing proceedings with the hook-up with ball in hand. They gradually came round, Kramer even having a chance to put his mouth guard back in. The likes of Frédéric Charrière, the backs coach, Julien Lel, the defence and forwards coach there, examining the statistics from this first half so far, which we are not too far away from reaching the halfway point of. Chance here for Clermont to extend their lead. Nicely bent round by Erde Paletta, and it's double digits now for Christophe Urios' side. They lead by 10 points to 3. Being on 35 points, if you get 4 points for a win today, this takes you up to 5th place above Toulon, ahead of their game tomorrow. A victory tonight would guarantee them staying in the top 6. Po would drop back out again, despite their victory today. Big win for Po. Away at one of the former sides, Union Bordeaux-Bègles. That got them into the top 6 ahead of this game. Well, that was a bit poor. Not 2 metres apart. Referee gives a free kick, and Bayonne off they come into the 22. Marchenot feeds it out into the path of the shaggy-haired Federico Mori, the Italian international. Back after a couple of appearances in the Six Nations with Italy. Lopez, Tanguy. The man, he says that he's a big man with skills. Well, he did a nice little pirouette there. Ituria, Machino, back out to Lopez once more. Missed pass out to Martok, to Bergin. Mori once more. His weight leads them into the 22. They're down to 14 men at the moment because Arthur Ituria is down here, the former Clermont man. Guidicelli. Marchino, they want to be careful here not to come too near to Ituria, especially with Tanguy with ball in hand. All 130 kilos of him piling into the gain line, and there you go, they have got too close to Ituria, so the referee has called a hold. Yeah, just explaining that he stopped play because of what's going on with Arthur Ituria. This was the hit. And they're checking to see whether Bernier is connected with his shoulder on his head. Don't think there was enough in that. Got hit hard, and also Uzer Kazi. There's the list missing out. Big men there, Paulos and Mikatadze missing, the scrum half. Rue as well, Makala, Hodge missing as well as Orab and Spring.
T'as le 8 de Bayonne, ouais.
Fijian centre Sereni Makala underwent surgery in Paris last week. Unfortunately, he's unlikely to be seen now for the rest of this campaign. Rue struggling with a knee injury, but hopefully he won't need an operation. That's the word coming out at the moment from the Bayonne management. So time back on, and after that stop, then we'll get back underway with a... scrum as Kassim goes off. Baptiste Eggy comes on to replace him. Not sure whether he's gone off for a HIA, someone else heading off as well. Baptiste Eggy, one of the men that brought Bayonne up from Pro D2. Stuck around for their now 1.5 seasons in the top flight. That has collapsed. The referee's got to reset though. ...915 kilos in the Bayonne pack today, which is quite a bit more actually than Clermont are packing. Clermont without the likes of Falgu, Fayinga in this weekend, with Berrier and Beragaray a little bit lighter than them. Abbas Slimani brings 118 kilos with him though, tight head side. So Clermont dominating possession, and increasing that possession in the last 10 minutes as well. However, it doesn't feel like that they've had more possession, because the more danger seems to be coming from Bayonne, and having a good first half of Guillaume Martot there, the outside centre. Bordeaux trying to push forward. Marchino feeds it out to Guidicelli. Lopez decides to kick, and that's shanked rather badly. However, it's landed in Martok's lap, so it could have gone worse. Marchino again, Tanguy. That's really well brought down there by Luca Desaigne, who is the man who's come into the 23 after Alex Newsom replaced Léon de Carrière in the starting lineup. Marchino picks it up once more. Lopez, little kick through. It's deflected. It might work out well, though. Picked up by Bayonnais. Referee that was playing an advantage. Crowd are liking this little bit of pressure being built here by the home sides. They're looking like he was bringing in a plane for a second there with the arms going up. However, it is a penalty to the hosts. I think they would take the points here. 7 points now. Lopez, though, looks like he's going for the corner, and the crowd have realised that now, and they're very happy about that. He's having a terrific half, is Martok. Regularly beating the first tackler. Advancing the gain line, dragging his team forward with him. Stade Jean Daugère reacting with real optimism to this decision. Now then, can Vincent Guidicelli find his man at the back? He's got all the way top, and he's dragged right off the top of his fingertips by Baptiste Heggie. They ride up the driving ball. Tanguy's right there in the centre. However, good resistance here from Clermont. Tanguy still driving them forward. Johan Badagale is Guidicelli. This time a bit shorter into Itulio. Looks like he's recovered from that injury a few moments ago. They're pushing, driving, moving, coming up, get the ball down, try! Remy Bordeaux, by the looks of it. Usually it's the number 2 that touches down. This time it's a blindside flanker. Getting his second try of the season. A new man in from La Rochelle this season. Set up by another new arrival, Itulio. So solid in the line-out, setting up the driving maul brilliantly. They got the momentum going. And this time Clermont had no answer. They didn't know where the power was coming from. But they knew where it ended up, over the try line. And the decision to go for the corner pays off for Gregory Patat's men. This to level it. Not the easiest of kicks. Better take it quickly. He's taken it. Beautifully done. Oh, just kisses the post on the way through. The powerful drive. One for the forwards to enjoy and savour and talk about in training in the week coming up. It's 10 points apiece. Now I need to get the exit right. Good start so far, already up to the edge of the 22. Marchino. Out, no chance of a quick line out with that one, all the way into the crowd. Churichuriya again. He decides not to go up though. They don't contest that line out. Thomas Sate is on the deck, which could result in a penalty. However, the referee he does leave it a penalty. There was a knock on there. The referee has decided that the Bayonne lock forward is responsible. So the Palette's time this time, rather than go for the 3 points, to decide to go for the 7 and look for the corner. Difficult kick this, left-footed. Usually good. It's another decent pick. See there already, he fell down early, did Thomas Sate. Former Nevers man. Came into Bayonne last season in their first year in the top flight. Baptiste-Nucci wants a word with management Ernie Paletta, the captain Prince Lee.
Numéro 10, il tape son coup de pied, il conteste la position du genou touche. Vous connaissez la musique, ça sera pénalité. Et la prochaine fois, on ira plus loin s'il faut.
So in other words, management Ernie Paletta has been told to stop making decisions and suggesting what the referee should do. Next time he does it, he said, he will be sent to the sin bin. Well, he's not smiling anymore, Christophe Urios, because the penalty has gone the other way because of what Ernie Paletta has been saying. So Camille Lopez can get rid of the ball again. See, that's what he doesn't want. Meanwhile, Jose Cassi, who went off for an HIA, I think, still hasn't quite finished being tended for a cut. In it comes from Guidicelli, that's taken by Set. A drive forward by Bayonne. Oh, I think there's a knock on. And it will be Clermont ball, and now going to be back at last, Riley. Let's see where this gets knocked on then. On his way down. Thomas Saint lost the ball.
Flexion. Lié.
Has stopped bleeding, which is good. Batichuano feeds. Two front rows driving each other. Collapsing now. And it's an advantage ball here to Clermont. Ernie Paletta. Nice little kick forward by Rosier. And it goes into touch inside the 22. Could have done actually, Joyce Johan there. Would have quite liked that not to have gone into the 22. So we're coming back. Mathis Perchaud is the man who's been penalised, the 21-year-old loose head prop. There he is. Been at the club since 2017. Was a sub in both the semi-finals and final of the Pro D2 when they came up 2 years ago. Started to become more and more influential, actually. He started in 9 of his 14 appearances in top Catols this season. Slimani coming over. Heggie can go back off, and Cassim has come back on again. Seemingly has passed that HIA. Johan Berligaray finds Thibault Lana. Wearing number 4 today, with Rob Simmons having switched to the other side of the second row. Wearing number 5, you can see him there trying to pull his team along. They've decided to bail out of that, though. That's a knock-on. little unfortunate. Yeah, Fusak there. Getting a little bit surprised, and Remy Bordeaux looks like he's taken a knee and is just struggling a little bit with the knee by the looks of it. Well, they'll have to wait. He's a member of the scrum in the second row, so they won't be able to set it yet. Clermont have had a draw and 2 wins recently. They could go 4 games unbeaten in top 14 for the first time since October 2020, if they don't lose tonight. They were one of 3 teams with Stade Francais and Toulouse unbeaten in 2024. Stade Francais winning again today. Toulouse also winning today even more emphatically. Those 2 neck and neck at the top. Marcheneau clears the lines. Again, finds the crowd, so safely done. Best way to stop the opposition taking a quick line out is to make sure that it goes over the top of the advertising hoardings. Line-outs can only be taken with the same ball. So many times, though, you see them just try and bite a few more meters out of the kick, and it allows the opposition to get play underway quickly. Bergeray. Just about won by Desaigne. However, they have turned the ball over. Forward by Perchou. Lopez. Martok on the back foot, but still manages to beat the first man. Gets the forward momentum going once more. Ituria, big hit from him by Bergeray. So the advantage for the knock-on is finished. Lopez in the air. Racker is underneath. It's a little bit short. He's done well, though. And all of a sudden, Oda Paletta can send it down the line. It's a lovely little kick. Lopez steps back inside. Very cool, very calm. And he gets it up to halfway again. Back it will come, though. Rosier, the full-back. Joanneau. Marcus Kremer bangs in and lets the ball go. Knocked on. Marcheneau picked up by Oda Paletta, but he won't be allowed to continue because of that previous knock-on. Yes, exactly. Almost. For Christophe Urios's men.
Ouais, c'est bon, le voyez.
There's a little Chistera just to show off at the end, but didn't find a barrier anyway. Saw a fabulous Chistera by Antoine Dupont recently, setting up Peter Aki. Aki on the score sheet again without Dupont earlier today. Dupont has gone off now to play with the France Sevens in North America, LA, Vancouver. To be in the Olympics on home territory in the summer. Big push by Clermont, however, they hold strong Bayonne, and Lopez kicks it long and low. Big rush forward by Aviron. Joanneau. Fritz Lee had to really bend his knees to get that. Joanneau again, slightly higher this time for Oda Paletta. Rosier. Rosier a little bit high. There's an advantage being played. Rabah Slimani will take it. Oda Paletta, little kick forward. Looking for Bergeray, and they'll come back there because that was all a bit of a mess. Rosier here, trying to go inside. And it wasn't quite as bad, actually, as I thought it was from Guidicelli. Maybe Garay was not the man that you would have wanted to be on the end of that little rubber kick through. Just needs a little bit more precision, does Christophe Urios from his Clermont side, and you could argue the same thing for Gregory Patats. The crowd upset that Erdipaleta is going to go for this monster kick. This to put Clermont back in front. Through his usual pre-kick routine. Very idiosyncratic. Here he comes. Got the direction, and he's missed it to the right as he looks at it. So it remains 10 points apiece as we head towards half-time. First miss by either kicker today. Last 30 seconds. Camille Lopez underway once more. It's a monster kick. Back by Rosier. It's a little nudge there from Bordeaux. Oh no, Ibn Atagaray won the battle of the number 14s there against Giron. There goes the half-time hooter. Marchenot. They're not going to stand on ceremony here. Camille Lopez bundles it into touch and heads for the changing rooms. One try each in the first half here. One for Rosier in the 8th minute. Then Remy Bordeaux, a different type of try from the forwards. And a half-time after the missed penalty by Erdipaleta. It is 10 points apiece between Bayonne and Clermont.
Mais on n'avance pas trop sur zone d'affrontement, c'est vrai qu'il nous pose pas mal de soucis aussi.
Yeah, we're not advancing as much as we want. They're putting us in trouble with a few balls as well. And we need to come back after half-time and get the ball going forward just a little bit more. Well, that was a good first half. Perhaps you needed a bit more ball. Yeah, defensively we're good. We need to, you know, get hold of the ball a little bit more and do some better things with it. A weekend before that. As for Clermont, well, they have been in and out of the top 6 quite regularly during the campaign so far. Knocked out of the top 6 by Pau earlier today, looking to get back into it with victory tonight. Camille Lopez gets us underway in the second half then, with the scores perfectly poised at 10 points apiece.
On est rentré. C'est ballon rentré neuf.
Get on with it, effectively, says the referee. Joanneau feeds it out into the path of Rob Simmons. Well, the London Irishman has moved to France, like a lot of the men from London after the collapse of that club. Following in the same way as Worcester Warriors and Wasps, which was particularly shocking. Wasps, one of the stronger teams in the English Premiership. But a lot of those players now all applying their trade in top 14. Camille Lopez with the up and under. A little bit short. I thought it might have been knocked on by Maury, but the referee did get knocked on, so Erdipaleta. The advantage is over for that knock-on. Back it comes from Tebergen. Did that rather long. No point chasing, otherwise the mark would have been called. Rosier hits and looks towards touch and finds it. And Christophe Urios looks less than impressed with that little interchange. Thomas Rosier has started all 8 of the matches that he has played in this season. He's been used sparingly. 23-year-old French winger. Guidicelli, those two lines are not 2 meters apart.
Capitaine. En première mi-temps, vous avez pris un bras cassé parce que vos joueurs parlaient volontairement fort pour empêcher d'annoncer les combinaisons. La prochaine fois, je passerai à pénalité.
All right, so it's not that they were not 2 meters apart, it's that the opposition are talking so loudly so that the team taking the line out can't get the communication across as what they're going to do. I've not heard that one before from the referee. Guidicelli. It's nicely done. So the communication was good enough for Thomas Sett to be able to get his hands on it. Federico Mori now, the Italian international, runs into the gain line and moves it back a bit. Tanguy held up surprisingly. However, teammates come through to bundle him to the ground and then an extra metre. Marchanot recycles, looks around for the best option. It's going to be up and under from Camille Lopez. He keeps it outside of the 22. Brilliantly taken by Rosier, although he's dropped it. Referee has given a knock-on advantage to Bayonne. Lopez. Now, is that going to drop? It is. Left by Pierre Fussac. So it will be a Clermont line out. Bayonne will be hoping that Arthur Turia can do his thing, as he has been various times this season, with a league-high amount of interceptions at opposition line-out time. Bergeret, one-club man, 27 years old now, does the job nicely there. Fritz Lee runs straight into Guidicelli and stops promptly. Joanneau getting Rabah Slimani to do what he wants him to do. And then he hooks it rather badly. And another rather annoyed expression from Christophe Urios.
Faut que le ballon il émerge, là pour moi il est encore dans les pieds. Je préfère que vous me demandiez 5.
Listening to see if I can hear the Clermont players talking, but they've decided to shut up this time. Marchanot, Lopez, Clermont knocked the ball on, so there's another advantage here for Bayonne. Marchanot once more, Tanguy. Again, he's well brought down by Lucas Desaigne. Marchanot has it though. Just good tackling by Clermont. Bayern getting little change here, and they've lost it, but Joanneau, well, it was brilliant by Joanneau to start with, but then he couldn't keep hold of the ball, and then it's knocked on again, and that could be deliberate. Rob Simmons will be rather nervous. I think the referee is going to satisfy Bayern with just a penalty rather than the yellow card. So Lopez looking for the corner, that's a good kick. That's a tremendous kick. About 6 meters from the line, and the crowd now sense an occasion here where they could actually score another try. Well, there was the knockdown. It looked deliberate to me. Anyway, right on the 5 meter line. Guidicelli intercept. They set up the driving ball. Saint this time manages to keep hold of it. He dropped it last time, having hit somebody's head on the way down. To the back, Guidicelli. Even Marchanot joining in now. Guidicelli making noise. That looks high by Bergeret. It's an advantage here to Bayonne. A free hit. Ituria. Bordeaux, who scored in the similar situation in the first half. No way forward this time. Out by Perchaud. Missed pass to Bergin. He can move in these situations. To Bergin out. And Baget back in. Lovely try. Scored by Martok. And the man of the first half gets this try in the second. The backs linking up beautifully after the power from the forwards set up the platform. And Bayonne lead. 6.5 minutes into the second half. Guillaume Martoc's third try of the season after scoring his second only last weekend against Toulouse. Former Carcassonne man. Making a really good impression here for Bayonne. Well, Tabay again there. You knew once he got that with any kind of space, it was going to be trouble. Unselfish play. Bayonne, who were behind for a large part of the first half, now found themselves in front at the beginning of the second. So then, chance here for Camille Lopez with the conversion to make it a 7-point lead. And he's missed it by the looks of it. So a first miss for Lopez. A beautiful try. Look what he's done to Raka there. Lovely try. Bayonne, who had a reputation for being chromatic, not much flair with the backs last season, adding a little bit here in their second campaign back in the top flight. Nevertheless, they're in front.
No.
Martoc looking for the ball. There it is.
Jouer la neuf. No.
Told to play.
No, no.
Attempted charge down by Lana, but to no avail, and he finds touch Maxime Marchand. And the last of his France international caps came in the 2019 World Cup in Japan. Oh, that's got long, and it's not straight, I think. They're getting a little bit rattled, are Clermont, perhaps. Need to just recover their calm. Find a bit more poise. Otherwise, the hosts are going to be carried by the home crowd. Boys. Oh, I wonder what he was going to do there. Thank goodness it was just that.
Flexion. Lié.
Scrum to Bayonne. Marchand feeds. That's well done by Bayonne there. Good scrum from them. Forward by Martoc. Into space. Rosier collects it well. They're always a bit tricky, those little bouncing balls in front of you. Lopez deciding what to do. I thought he was going to run there for a second. He's decided to kick. Again, Rosier safe as houses under the high ball. Runs straight into Marchand and Bordeaux. In by Newsom. We haven't seen very much from Newsom so far in this game. You usually see quite a lot of him when he's at full-back, as he does the job that Rosier is doing so well today.
No. Il a pas rentré. No.
Yeah, ball's not out, so Remy Bordeaux told to get back.
No.
10 minutes into the second half. Bayonne in front to Begin with a strong aerial catch. Marchand. Kazim. I think there might have been a high hit. Lopez comes back the other way. Baget's after this one. Raka did well, and Clermont come away with the ball with Rosier. Joanneau, little kick. Baget. There was a knock-on by Bayonne, though, so we're coming back. Remy Baget playing the innocent. So then, a couple of changes. Both sides of the scrum. On comes Daniel Bibi Bizou, as well as Christian Oyayan, the Moldovan international tightrope prop, and off goes Georgi Beria and Rabah Slimani. confirmation of the change at loose head. And in the second row as well, Lana has been replaced by the Argentina international Thomas Lavanini. Kondo Bosch has come on for Guidicelli for Bayonne at hooker. And Bordeaux has been replaced by Heggie, who did come on in the first half briefly. Machua has been replaced by Leindecker, the Uruguayan international in the second row, also for Bayonne.
Flexion. Lié. Jeu. Jouez à 8. 8.
Big push by Bayonne, but Clermont resisted and managed to come away with the ball. Pierre Fusac taken on by Joanneau, darting run from the scrum half. Forward by Fusac again. The crowd wants crossing there, getting in the way of the tackler. Referee's not giving it though. Kazim dangerously close to being on the wrong side there, but again the referee allows play to continue. Alvaretti Raka taken down by Cami Lopez. Joanneau finds the ball. Forward again, Christian Oyalan. Tight head prop. Nicely back inside, and Raka has got away. Raka's got speed as well, and power, and strength. It's a brilliant tackle by Tebergin. A try-saver from the Bayonne fullback. It looked for all the world there that Raka was going to continue his golden period of try-scoring. It's Kazim who tried to take that long throw. Knocked on. And so it's a scrum.
C'est votre joueur qui s'est voulu sauter dessus. Voilà, vous jouez vite, vous prenez... Non, capitaine.
Well, this was the run by Raka. Look at this. There comes Tebergin. That's a strong throw. And then the cover behind. He's a big man, is Alvaretti Raka. It's not easy to knock him off his stride like that. But all 105 kilos of him were. By a man who is a good 10 kilos lighter than him.
Ah oui, 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 oui. Non, le ballon est disponible. Non, mais vraiment.
Well, the essential essence of what's been being talked about there was that Bayonne can't say anything because they were the ones that started play quickly. Needs a bit more strapping now after that latest collision. He keeps going like that, he's going to wind up with a turban.
Flexion.
Off we go then with the scrum. Batish Joanneau for Clermont will put in. And they've started going too early. Yeah, Lurl, plenty to say. Forwards and defence coach. Charrier there as well, the backs coach. Urios is down on the pitch, the manager. I haven't seen the skills coach, Kualo Tokino, yet.
Flexion!
Skills and collision coach officially, which is a nice mix of flair and power in the attack. Strong again. The scrums have got better and better as the game has worn on in terms of stability. Clermont trying to get the ball quickly, trying to catch Bayonne before they can fold the defenders round in time. Bayonne doing a good job so far. They've got the line in place. Now then it's going to take strength to breach them. Joanneau. Good tackle again by Tabergien on Newsom. Bergeray got backwards a little bit here, Clermont. Fritz Lee, the captain. Joanneau feeds it into Fusac. Again, though, good defending from the men in sky blue and white. Hosts holding off their darker blue visitors. Fritz Lee tries a little offload. Gets half a metre. Bergeray. Next man forward is Bibi Bizarou. I think that's so we're going back because they were playing advantage. Thomas Sett was the man who was penalised a little while ago. Offside against the second row forward. Marcus Kramer looks as though he wants to take this on. Penalty would only get them back to within 2 points. But with 23 still to go, it's worthwhile just getting that scoreboard ticking a little bit more as Baptiste Joanneau comes across for a word with Frédéric Lerle. Only the second score of the second half, and it's a pretty simple kick. So it's a 2-point game, with Bayern now leading 15 points to 13 ahead of Clermont. So it's a tight one, this, as we head towards the hour. Down goes Joris Giron. Gets the ball the right side of the ruck, though. They'll keep it close. Rob Simmons goes and is brought down by Mathis Perchaud. Still on that loosehead prop for Bayonne, even though Clermont have changed their front row. Joanneau. It's tipped again by Thomas Sett. This time it doesn't go out, though. Oh, it's been knocked on by Kassim. Anguish from the South African. Giving up was a good possession, in a good position as well on the field. Told not to worry about it. Shaking it off and gets ready for the next scrum. Well, Thomas Sett is getting a good rush here on Baptiste Joanneau. Last time he was unlucky that it went out. This time it was better, and then it was a mistake that didn't make better of it. 6 penalties each conceded then so far in the game. It's not too bad, actually. Usually 10 is the marker that any coach is prepared to accept, even though they'll always want less, of course. Fewer of them. See in that far corner, the band, they're all dressed as Smurfs today. Big push again by Clermont, it switched round and it's a penalty advantage to Clermont. Erdi Paletta will try to make the most of it. Newsom back the other way from Fusac. Rosier, Bergeray tries to go round the outside of his opposite hooker. Facundo Bosch. No advantage, so they come back. Mathis Perchaud was the man who was penalised. Bergeray looks like he's got an issue with his leg. Looks like cramp. Might not be long before we see the youngster, Robin Cooley, coming on. He's only 20. This will only be
Arrêt du temps.
His 10th appearance in his first professional season.
Ils arrivent.
Just had the one start so far. A man who went to the wonderfully named Club de Rugby Éducatif et Citoyen. On comes Lucas Desaigne then. Cormenier comes on for Perchaud, who a change at loose head prop for Bayonne. Tanguy comes off as well and makes way for the Tongan Tavita Tatafu. In at Bayonne since 2019, has not yet broken into the Tongan national side, that is dominated at the tight head side by Ubei's Ben Tamifuna. Oyavan comes across to have a word
Reprise du temps.
with the new man on. This is the youngster Robin Cooley then, just 20 years old. France under-20 international debut in the under-26 nations just a couple of weeks ago. Oh, big hit on Delgi. Fritz Lee. Oh, intercepted. Taken by Leindecker, the Uruguayan international. And away by Lopez. He hasn't found touch, though. It's Art back into play again, and Erde Paletta is looking for the drop goal. This is usually what you see from Lopez. Well, I'm not sure it was long enough, and it didn't have enough direction either. It was a long, long way out. Paletta has not hit a drop goal this season. He did one last season for Cast against Bayonne. Has hit more drop goals this season than Lopez, as he gets played back underway once more. Tebegian is underneath it. Comes through on Fritz Lee, and Fritz Lee, their power from the Samoan international, pushing the fullback, who looks like bigger than him, back about 3 meters. Flicking it big to Tafu. It's a shame that he and Tanguy can't be on the pitch at the same time. Unfortunately, they play the same position. 33 kilos coming on to replace 130. That's when he thought that Tanguy was heavy. Mistake. There's a knock on by White, says the referee.
Je me trompe peut-être.
Referee saying I might be wrong. Delgi being hit. Absolutely flattened. Same thing with Erde Paletta by Ituria. Big hits coming in at the moment as these two sides arm wrestle for supremacy. So the referee's going to stick with his initial decision. Vasily Yato, you can see, has come on for Marcus Kramer. Bordeaux has come back on again for Ituria. Forward, so they can come on and off as long as they don't go back into their original position. Because they can't come back on again if the original substitution has been for an injury. Well, that was a mistake. And a penalty given away by Facundo Bosch. A chance here for Benjamin Erde Paletta to put Clermont into a scoring opportunity down towards the corner. Again, left foot, it's not easy when you're left-footed to hit it down the left-hand side. Far rather be a right footer being able to arc it into the touchline. He's too happy with what the assistant referee has judged that he did with that kick. It's inside the 22 though. Joanneau, Raka is put down by Bosch. Simmons runs into Swan Comenier. Bibi Bizoy, we heard him cry out there as he was hit by Manuel Leindecker. As good defence from Bayonne, and they earned the penalty and turnover ball. Facundo Bosch, who was penalised a couple of moments ago, making up for it. Although Christophe Urias wants to know why on earth possession has turned over. Rather more phlegmatic looking Gregory Patat will just accept what comes. And after this game, next weekend, we'll see Bayonne head for Montpellier, and a really buoyed Montpellier as well. I think they would have rather that Montpellier were beaten again today rather than enjoying a big win away at Racing. Here's Marchenot to Lopez. Kazim. Looks like he was put down there and he kept on rolling, and the referee has told him he didn't let go of the ball and pick it up again, and he's been penalised. They are so tight now on that kind of play. Years gone by, you might have got away with it to an extent, even though it was still against the rules. But there's zero tolerance now in the interpretation. More often than not, it's more on the rolls forward rather than just the commando styling it across the ground. It's a good kick. That's a terrific kick from Erdi Paletta. He's rewarded this time. The assistant referee has gone and stood on the 5-metre line. There it is. I mean, it's clear as day. He's down. There's contact with him by a defender, and he doesn't react. And a few mistakes by Bayonne like that have stopped some good attacking movements. Robin Cooley, and it's stolen. Facundo Bosch showing good strength as Cooley tried to undo the damage. So then, either a kick by Marchenot, or he'll head it back to Lopez. Looks like the scrum half is going to take it this time. Caught by Raka. He feeds Rosier. Rosier runs straight up. Maury, and he's through. Great run by the fullback. Raka joins in again and smacks into Cormenier. All dropped by Erdi Paletta, but it's gone backwards, says the referee. Bibi Bizou. Not going anywhere fast, though, caught by Maury. The momentum has rather been lost of that. Cooley almost dropped that, but he claws it back into his clasp at the last minute and recycles. The 20-year-old there will be relieved he's done that. Another attempt. No, this time up and under, but it's a little bit too far, and surely this will be called as a mark by Camille Lopez. A little bit hot and cold at the moment is Benjamin Erdi Paletta, young fan of the Basque number 10, Camille Lopez, and they've just realised they are on TV. Clearance as well, although the assistant's not been too kind with them. This was Rosier breaking through, taken down by Maxime Marchenot, who absolutely chopped him off at the knees. A word of encouragement from Oyalan to his younger teammate, Cooley. That's better. That will give him a lot of confidence. Textbook stuff. And it's knocked on by Persili Yato. Man scored 2 tries last week. Clermont won a thriller against Lyon. Clermont have won back-to-back games 3 times this season in Top 14. The other 2 times, though, much earlier on in the season. Went through a bit of a bad patch between December over to the new year. That includes what they did in Europe as well, the Champions Cup. Generally, though, their Challenge Cup campaign has been pretty
successful so far. And their top 14's trajectory has been better this season as well. They don't want that to be arrested today, though. It's not easy to win away, though, particularly at Bayonne. They have a fantastic record here. They've only lost once since they came up from Pro D2. So any victory here is worth its weight in gold. Too many knock-ons by Clermont, though, as you can see, 10, twice as many as Bayonne, and a penalty as well there for the hosts. A little bit of a problem between Tapafu and Daniel Bibi Bizarro. Facing off in the scrum and facing off when they get out of it as well. Lopez looking for as deep a kick as he can. Just about made it inside the 22. It'll do, but it's not as dangerous as it would be if it was on the 5-metre line. There's the battle. Actually, the battle between Oyaman and Swan Cormenier, who we're looking at there. Facundo Bosch then, the try-scoring hooker, feeds it in to set. They start up the driving ball again, and it's been brought down by Clermont. Penalty advantage to the home side. A little frolicking there from the Argentine. Bosch has been taken, but they'll have to stop because an advantage was being played. 10 minutes to go, less than that now.
Capitaine, hors-jeu du 19 ici, entre les 15 et les 5, entrée latérale. Ok.
So there were two penalties. They're going to take the one that's nearer the post. And they're going to take the 3 points, which would force Clermont to score a try and convert it in order to win. All getting a little cagey now as we head into the last part of this game. See there, it went down pretty early. Looked like Lavanini to me, who was the guilty party. Lopez then successful straight through. 18 points now to Clermont, 13 still, well, 18 points to Bayonne, excuse me, 13 still to Clermont. And Bayonne inching their way towards victory. It's been dropped. Well, the referee's allowed this to carry on. He's not made a mention at all of it, whether it went backwards or forwards. Marchand has a look downfield. Rosier comes forward again and takes a beautiful catch. Really, it's almost been like watching Alex Newsom at fullback. They have the same qualities. It's a big push through. The referee says there's nothing wrong with that. The counter-ruck by... nothing wrong by the counter-ruck at all. There by Manuel Landiker, and it's resulted in turnover ball and a penalty to Bayonne. Landiker, who played the full 80 minutes in 4 matches at the Rugby World Cup against France, Italy, Namibia and New Zealand.
17 bleus avec le 18 qui s'approche pour se sortir, mais après je vois pas de jeu déloyal, je t'écoute.
En fait, il y a le déblayage. Il y a le déblayage du 17 bleu, le 17 bleu ensuite après le déblayage. Continue son action, mais avec le coude au niveau de la gorge et en appuyant volontairement avec le coude au niveau de la gorge.
Okay.
Well, they're saying here that Bibi Bizarro, in fact, was grabbing hold of Landiker's throat.
J'irai au carton jaune, ça te va?
And I think that the replacement loose head prop for Clermont is going to spend 10 minutes in the bin, which means that Clermont will spend the rest of the game short-handed.
Non mais attends, vous me laissez parler. Vous accrochez avec le numéro 18, après au sol, volontairement, vous mettez votre coude dessus. Les images parlent d'elles-mêmes, c'est carton jaune.
Deliberately putting his elbow down onto the player that was broke beneath him. And Daniel Bibi Bizawu heads for the sin bin. "22 years old. Well, there's the elbow, and then he keeps on going with the elbow down. And they are saying that is unsportsmanlike. It was the assistant who brought that up as the alternative to what was being said before about whether or not Leindecker was making an effective attempt to get away from the tackle. Well, this could finish it. Lopez again. Already 6 points in front. This to make it 9. He's hit it well through the middle. 21 points to 13. And now Clermont's attention turning from winning the game to getting a defensive bonus point. But they'll have to do that with only 14 men. With Daniel Bibi Bizawu spending the rest of the game on the naughty step. It's a good start to the exit by Baptiste Heggie. Facundo Bosch called in. Referee's already told the scrum half to play it once. Usually got to play it within the 5 seconds that comes after that call. That seemed longer to me. Forward comes Rosier again. He's been superb. Holds onto the ball as well as it's try to rip it away from him. Rob Simmons, brought down by Comenier. And over the top comes Facundo Bosch. Tatafu. Everything going Bayonne's way at the moment. Mori fed back the other way. Martok, whose try came in the second half after a beautiful move, and they're trying to get it going again with Heggie. Need quick ball. It's a bit slow. Marchano. Lavanini is there, but he looked like he was offside. Comenier has hurt himself. Another chance here to push them even further ahead. What's the decision? In any case, the home crowd have decided they've won. So they're now going to party for the rest of the game. And they'll party even more because they like the decision that they've decided that they're going for the try. Another try won't be enough for a bonus point yet. They would still need another. Went off far too early, Lavanini. Desperate to get the ball back. Facundo Bosch then. Needs this to be accurate, and it is. Lovely catch by Baptiste Heggie. 25-year-old back row forward. Sets up the driving maul. Kassim has it. It's a little bit messy. Taken on, though, by Tavita Tatafu. Marchano back into Bordeaux. He's already gone over the paint once in the game. Leindecker. No way through that time. Camp, though, now on the try line. Leindecker again. Tatafu met really well by Oyavan. And also by Lavanini. They've gone backwards to the 5-metre line. It's good defence this from Clermont, pushing them backwards. However, back they come again with Thomas Sate. Lopez, Mori showing strength but brought down by Joanneau. Leindecker hit hard by Fritz Lee and a companion. That's terrific defence from the 14 men of Clermont. They've really put in a shift there to keep Bayonne out.
Ballon gardé, le 5 qui est bloqué par son adversaire.
Second row forward, Thomas Sate, who held onto the ball after the tackle, which has resulted in the penalty to Clermont. Didn't have as much control on that driving ball, which is why they had to go to open play again. See there is still a lot of bleeding coming from the ear of Alvaretti Raka. A rather sombre Bibi Bizarou knows that he won't be taking part in the game again. He might feel he's a little bit unfortunate. So difficult to keep that aggression controlled. Cooley, always giving it away to Bosch. And an unexpected challenge again here for the try line from Bayonne. Remy Bordeaux wrapped up. Martineau, Lopez, Maury. Decided not to feed it off to Martok. Takes one hit, goes again. Out by Martineau. Kazim decides to keep it and goes another couple of yards. Not held, so gets up and does more. Martok once more. Brought down by... Oof. And again holding on. And again the opportunity disappears. But we're almost up to the final minute. Clermont in danger here, having been so close and leading through this game, of going home without anything, and that's why Christophe Urios' face looks like that. All that work and they'll come away with no points. The latest team to discover just how hard it is to win at the Stade Jean Daugé. Good tackle by Delgui. And absolutely clattered for his pace. And Federico Mori with his Italy gum shield in. Disappointed. So Cooley, this time he does it. Joanneau has it, but he's wrapped up by Bosch and Cormenier. He manages to get to the deck though. No mean feat for a scrum half up against two front row forwards. Lavanini. Hit by Cormenier again and sent to the floor. We are just coming up to the end of the match. The hooter sounds, last play. It's gone backwards from Camille Lopez. Out it goes from Arnaud Ebina-Tegare. And Bayonne's proud record at home continues. Well, the tries came, 3 of them for Bayonne. Only 1 for Clermont. But in the end, it was the goal kickers that decided who wins this. Lopez coming out on top as Bayonne win by 21 points to 13. So Bayonne, 4 points to add to the tally to move them away from the danger end of the table. But for Clermont, it's an opportunity wasted here to get into the top 6 again.